Hey y'all, welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different, a little bit fun, and we are going to take a look at the Barbie movie posters and talk about whether I think each Barbie would have bullied me in high school. This fun little idea was brought to you by my brother and my someday sister-in-law. They were talking about my channel and about the upcoming Barbie movie, and they came up with a couple of ideas. So this is number one. The second one that we are going to do in maybe like a couple days is giving the Barbie movie characters high school senior superlatives, so that ought to be very, very fun. But for now, we're just going to be focusing on would they bully me in high school? And the short answer is yes. If I'm feeling brave, I'll insert a picture here of what I looked like in high school. I'm either feeling really brave or really foolish because I'm going to give you three. These are unfortunately pretty accurate representations, so yep. And that will probably give you some idea of how I acted in high school. And yeah, the answer is all of them would have, but we're going to get more nuanced than that. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this. If you guys do find yourself enjoying the video, if you could give it a like, that is super helpful to me. And if you're new here and you enjoy your time, definitely subscribe for more. I also do need to say I'm filming this before I see the Barbie movie. I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to see it. I think this video is going to end up going out after the release date, but I'm filming this before the release date and before I have seen the Barbie movie, so there won't be any spoilers. So if you guys were worried about that, no need to be concerned. We're just going to be looking at the posters, and based off of that alone, we're going to talk about would these Barbies have bullied me in high school. So to start off with, there are like little descriptors of each Barbie character like on the poster, and I want to start off with all of the ones that are human just because I feel like that's a little less exciting. Like we want to have the Barbies be the fun part. So we're gonna get all the human characters out of the way. So starting off with America Ferrera's character, I should say I don't know literally any of the characters' names. I'm really going into this super blind, so I'm gonna be using the actor or actress's names to kind of refer to them. Her tagline is, "She's a human," and I don't think she would have bullied me. She's got such a good smile. Like, not to say that the other characters don't, but she just looks like a kind soul. I don't know that we would have been friends. Like, I don't know that we would have been close, but I think that she would have, like, smiled at me when we passed into the halls, and that would have been the extent of our interaction. So, like, not a bully. For sure not a bully. Just not, you know, within my little friend group. I hope that makes sense. This is so silly. Okay, so next up was going to be Ariana Greenblatt, but I double-checked because I just wasn't sure, and she is 15 years old, so I just don't feel like I should be including her in this little game of mine. I don't know, I feel like it's one thing, like I know she's an actress, so like she's in the public eye anyway, but I feel like it's one thing to look at adults on movie posters and kind of play the silly game, and I just don't feel like it would necessarily be super appropriate, or I at least wouldn't feel super comfortable playing it with her, now knowing that she is 15 and like actually high school age. So shout out to her for having a role in the movie. I'm sure she does great, but we're just gonna skip her and move on. I didn't want you guys to think that I forgot about her, but yeah, I'm just cutting out the portion where I talked about her because I just don't think, knowing her age, I feel comfy with that. I do need to say though, because I said this like in the section on her, so now I have to put it in here in another way, that all of the stuff that I'm saying is not a reflection on the actors or actresses at all. This is just me looking at the poster. So like if I say someone would bully me, that does not mean I think that that actual human would bully me. That just means I think the character displayed on the poster would. Then we have Will Ferrell. His tagline is, "Please call me mother." I don't get the joke. It's funny though. He would not have bullied me. There's no way. I think, again, I don't think we would have been necessarily super close. Not outright bullying. There's no way. I would have scared him a little bit, I think, based on how I was in high school. I was very much standoffish. And in the high school that I went to, I was very alternative, even though I didn't actually dress like that alternative. For where I was at, I looked very different than the other people in my high school. So yeah, I think I would have intimidated him just a little bit. And then we have Jamie Demetriou. Sorry again about the name if I'm wrong. He's a suit. That's fun. I don't think he would have bullied me to my face. I think he would have talked all kinds of stuff behind my back. I think that this Barbie movie character would be like looking me up and down every day and then going to talk to his friends about how I looked like trash. That's the vibe that I get from him. It would have been like quiet bullying. This is maybe a sad video. It sounded really funny when I was talking with my brother and his girlfriend, but now I'm like, this might be a little sad. It's fine. It's all in good fun. We're okay. I'm 26. I'm good. Okay, then we have Connor Swindells. He's like an intern or something. Okay, that's fine. I think he would have judged me too. I don't think he would have bullied me. I think he would have judged me. He would have definitely been more popular than I was, and he might have been one of like the popular kids to like make contact with me and tell me that he wants to give me a makeover because everything I'm doing is super tragic and like he wants to help me in like a mean but not mean way. You guys know the vibe that I'm talking about. That's what I get from him. And then lastly, for the non-Barbies, we have Helen Mirren. She's the narrator, so that's super fun. I don't think she would have bullied me. I don't think so at all. I think that I would have been a freshman and Helen Mirren's character would have been a senior and she would have kind of like taken me under her wing a little bit and been nice to me. Definitely would not have bullied me. But now we can get into the actual like Barbies. So this is the fun part, right? Like I had to get the people and like the narrator out of the way. But the Barbies are the fun part. So obviously starting off with Margot Robbie as Barbie, like the Barbie. Barbie is everything. That's her tagline. There's absolutely no way she would have bullied me. She doesn't have a mean bone in her body. She would have been leagues more popular than I was, cooler, better in every possible way at being in high school. But there's no way she would have bullied me. She would have been so nice, helping me out, volunteering to do projects with me. Yeah. Definitely would not have bullied me. Then we have Emma Mackey. This Barbie has a Nobel Prize in physics. I don't think this Barbie would have bullied me. I don't think we would have talked much. I think that maybe if we were in the same class, we could have been cordial and like maybe shared notes or something like that. I think we would have a very civil relationship, but not a close relationship. But that's okay, you know, that's better than bullying. Okay. Dua Lipa. This Barbie is a mermaid, and this Barbie would have absolutely bullied me. She might have been my worst bully. Like, as I was saving these to scan through, I think she's the one that stood out to me the most. Again, that's not to say that Dua Lipa herself would bully me, but Dua Lipa as Mermaid Barbie would have terrorized me in high school. She would have been like the reason I dreaded going to school. Sorry, Dua Lipa. Okay, complete opposite end. Issa Rae. This Barbie is president. Again, absolutely no way she would have bullied me. I get very similar vibes from her character to Margot Robbie's Barbie. I think she would have been much more popular than me. Probably given that she is actual president in the Barbie movie, she would have been like student council president or student body president, whatever the actual title is. But she would have been super sweet. Like, she would have volunteered with me, like, done after school events. She would have been very nice. Okay, Harry Neff. I'm sorry, again, if I'm saying this name wrong. I don't know if it's Harry or Hari, or if I'm just wrong in general. But this Barbie is a doctor. Would this Barbie have bullied me? I kind of think so. Not as bad as Dua Lipa's Mermaid Barbie, but I do think that she would have bullied me. Just a little bit. Just this much. Okay, Kate McKinnon. This Barbie is always in the splits. She would not have bullied me. In fact, out of all of the Barbies on this list, she's probably the one that was my best friend, okay? Because, like, she looks like she's been through some stuff. I probably looked very similar in high school. So, yeah, I think that we would have been friends. It would have been us against the world. No way she was bullying me. Then we have Ritu Arya. This Barbie has a Pulitzer. Again, absolutely would not have bullied me. I think we would have been closer than Margot Robbie's Barbie or Issa Rae's Barbie. Like, I think we would have not been, like, best friends, but I think we would be friends. And she absolutely would not have bullied me. Nicola Coughlan? Nicola Coughlan? I don't know. I'm sorry. This Barbie is a diplomat, and this Barbie also would have been one of my best friends. I promise you that. Again, okay. I didn't go to a very nice high school. I feel like I went to one of those quintessential, pretty toxic American high schools. So because I dressed even slightly alternatively, people gave me a wide berth. I wasn't super well liked. And even though Nicola Coughlan is beautiful, She's gorgeous. She's beautiful in this photo. I'm sure she's gorgeous everywhere. Because she's like a little bit heavier, I guarantee you she would have been also bullied at my high school. So I feel like we would have banded together because we like had similar experiences, and we would have become actual friends after that. I hope that makes sense. This is a weird video. The more I go through, the more I'm like, this is a sad one, but it's fine. It's just reality. You know, a lot of people did not have a good time in high school. And I feel like there are probably a lot of you out there who can relate to that, because liking dolls as a high schooler or as an adult is like not the social norm necessarily. There's nothing wrong with it, obviously, but it's not necessarily the social norm. So I wouldn't be surprised. I am saddened, but I wouldn't be surprised to find that there are a lot of you guys who relate to not being well liked in high school. But yeah, I think that this Barbie would have gotten along very, very well with me. I think we could have been friends. Okay, then we have Alexandra Shipp's Barbie. This Barbie is a celebrated author. We absolutely would have been friends. I loved to write in high school. That was one of my favorite things to do. I'd love to get back into it. I loved writing so much. And so presumably as a celebrated author, she also would have loved to write. I feel like we would have been best buddies in English. We would have been like sending each other stories to read and helping each other with assignments. We definitely would have been like literary friends for sure. She just looks wholesome. I don't think she would have bullied me. Okay, then we have Anna Cruz Kane. This Barbie is a Supreme Court justice. I don't think we would have been friends, but I don't think she would have bullied me. You know, I think that much like some of the other Barbies I've discussed on this list, she would have been friendly to me, kind of cordial as we passed in the hallways, but that's it. A very distant, like, non-relationship, but not bullying, which is the important part. Sharon Rooney. This Barbie is a lawyer. Her Barbie would have bullied me. For sure. For sure, her Barbie would have bullied me. Like, I promise you, this Barbie would have bullied me. It's just the vibe that I get, again, from this poster. Nothing against the actress. But I feel like this Barbie would not have liked me at all. She seems... I mean, she's a lawyer, so that kind of tracks. She seems like she likes to follow the rules. And not that I was ever a super rebel, okay? I followed, like, the important rules. I never snuck out. I didn't drink, really, until I was 21. I think I had, like, a couple drinks at 18, but, like, I wasn't a drinker. I don't do drugs. And not that I'm judging anybody who, like, did those things. I'm just saying... I wasn't really a rebel in high school. I was a rebel in fashion only, but I think that this Barbie would not have appreciated that, so I think she would have bullied me for that. Ryan Gosling, he's just Ken. This is hard. I want to say that he'd be in the same kind of category as Margot Robbie, where he's just infinitely more popular than me, but inexplicably very kind to me. But I kind of think he would have bullied me a little bit. I think maybe he wouldn't have realized that he was saying hurtful things. It might have been like unintentional bullying, like maybe he's just a little bit too blunt about the fact that he doesn't like my outfit or my attitude or whatever. So I don't think he would have been trying to hurt me, but I do think I would have felt uncomfortable in his presence. Simu Liu, he's just another Ken. You know, pretty straightforward. I think it's really funny that that's like the tagline for the Kens on these posters and like within the movie. I think he would have bullied me. I think he would have been a little bit more overt than Ryan Gosling's Ken. Not like hardcore, not the worst, but I think he would have bullied me a little. Kingsley Ben-Adir, he's Ken too. He looks really wholesome. I don't think he would have bullied me. I feel like we could have been friends. Something about the smile just tells me that, like, regardless of whether we were in the same social circles or, like, same social level within high school, I think he would have been really nice to me and I think we could have been friends. Okay, sorry again if I mess up the names, but I believe it is pronounced Shruti Gatwa. Ken again. He also looks friendly. I don't think that we would have ever hung out outside of school, but I think within, you know, the borders of the high school building, I think he would have been perfectly nice to me. Not necessarily super, super close, but I feel like even though he wouldn't have known me, if I did good at, like, an extracurricular or an assignment or something, he would have just, like, smiled and given me a high five. You know, he's got good vibes. Scott Evans, you guessed it, he's a Ken. He also would have bullied me. I feel like he and I would have been on the same social level. I don't feel like he would have been super well liked, but he, at least in this poster, okay, I don't know how many times I have to repeat it, I'm not talking about Scott Evans. I'm just saying Scott Evans, Barbie, in this poster, I feel like he also would have not been popular, but in an effort to like curry favor with the more popular people, he would have bullied me to like help him go up a notch. That's the vibe I get from him. Definitely would have gotten bullied. Emerald Fennel, she's Midge. I feel like she in this poster looks like slightly unhinged. We definitely would have been friends. There's no way she would have bullied me. We would have been friends, because I would have seen that expression and been like, we're in this together. We're experiencing some of the same things here. And then lastly, we have Michael Cera. There's only one, Alan. Another one that I think would have been friends with me, not bullied me at all. No way. He actually kind of looks like a guy I did know in high school, which is kind of funny. There's no way he bullied me. We would have been very close, I think. So, that concludes the video. I have to laugh because I really went into this being like, this is going to be hilarious. What a silly concept for a video. And then I'm like, actually, this is kind of just me dunking on my high school self. And being like, yeah, a lot of people would not have liked me. That's okay though. Again, I think it's a not uncommon experience, especially for those of us with different interests, and that's okay. We're here now. We're hopefully all in better places as adults, or like hopefully we will be in better places as we continue to grow in life. If you feel comfortable, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. I think it would be very interesting to see if you have like the same kind of vibes that you're getting from these Barbie movie posters about who would have been a bully versus who would not have been a bully. But also, that might be kind of sensitive, so if you don't want to, feel free to not talk about it. It's all good. But yeah, I do hope that you found some comedy in this video like I did. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys!